fact that, it's no secret that West Indies batting needs a lot of work in order for us to be victorious. How much pressure is it on you knowing that you're at the top of the order and you would have to deliver in order to ensure that we have a proper total?
Well, I mean, obviously as the opener, my job is obviously to build the foundation. So for me, I don't see it as pressure. Obviously, my job is to make things easier for the guys to come, and that's what I'll be focusing on. But I know the batsman, we had a nice, a nice camp. We had a nice 4-day game, so the guys, ready and raring to go. But for me, it's not, it's not added pressure. Basically, just want to do my job, opening wise.
Would you say there has been sufficient work done from the South Africa series as we head into this Pakistan series, to rectify the errors and just ensure that our batsmen don't go making the same errors again?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we had a couple of weeks, and the guys haven't put in some work. Some guys was playing the 1-day games, but we had ample time, to reflect, and we know where we gotta, as batsmen, the jobs we have to do better and stuff. So, the guys really looking forward to the job.
Thanks, Mariah. We'll just move on to a question from Brandon Corlett. Brandon, please proceed.
Hi, good afternoon, Skipper. You spoke about the practice match. What was your take on the surface used at the practice match? And is it likely to see 2 spinners in the first test?
Well, the practice game pitch was quite good. The Pacers got some assistance early on. Obviously, Permal and Rakeem got some wickets in the second innings. But it was a good cricket pitch, to be honest. I thought it had something for the Pacers, and once you spend time as a batsman, you get value on the pitch. And as time went on, the ball would have spun, not a lot, but it was still, got some spin. But obviously, regarding the score, that hasn't been confirmed as yet. But I think it was a good cricket pitch, to be honest. It had something for everyone.
Well, let's talk about how you balance captaincy and being an opener. How do you balance it, Craig?
I mean, one of the key things for me is a routine. So whether I'm captain or just playing, it's key. I stick to those routines, and for me, it's quite normal. Obviously, been doing it for opening for almost all my life, so pretty much accustomed to going through my different stuff. So once I do that, is test cricket is all a mental, it's all a mental grind. So the key is to have your mind in the right space, and then I think obviously performance and that stuff will take care of itself.
Thanks, man. Go well in the first test.
Yeah, thanks, man.
2 questions from Michelle McDonald.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Craig. I just wanted you to talk about the composition of the team, especially with the the return of Bonner and of Holder and Brooks.
Well, regarding the team, it hasn't been selected as yet, but pretty much we will be going with the combinations obviously we had throughout the year. But obviously the personnel, hasn't been finalized as yet. But obviously we'll do that probably, between now and obviously tomorrow before the game starts.
But I'm sure you're happy to have back, for example, somebody like Bonner.
Yeah, obviously Bonner did a fantastic job in Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. Obviously unfortunate, with the injury, against South Africa. But he's ready and ready to go, and all the guys in the camp, to be honest, had a really good camp, and we look forward to going out there and make West Indians proud.
All right, thanks, and best wishes.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Lennox Aldred.
Yeah, blessings, Skip. How you do?
Yeah, cool, man.
Good, man. We go up against this Pakistan team that beat a South Africa team at the up. What does that say about our chances?
Well, what I would say, is test cricket. Obviously, there's a different series, obviously different conditions and stuff. And Pakistan is always a good test team. Obviously have a lot of young fast bowlers as well. And we know we have to do. I think the batting obviously let us down. The last series, And, as I said, we had a really good camp and all the guys are in the right space. So I won't be worrying about opposition. I think once we take care of, our plans and being disciplined and, especially as batsmen, because, we let ourselves down. I think once we do that, we will be good for sure. So just have that belief, and batsmen, come to the party and we, put scores on the board, spend time, that'll put the team, in great positions to win test matches.
Right. Mentally, I think we have done enough over those couple of weeks to really challenge.
Yeah, but I believe so. Obviously, we had time to reflect, and obviously, guys were very, including myself, disappointed. How we would have battled against South Africa, and we had obviously time to refresh. And obviously getting some rest as well. But especially for the camp, we had a few meetings. The guys know what we have to do. To be honest, and it won't be easy. Test cricket is never easy, but mentally, the guys are in a good space and positive, and we look forward to the challenge Pakistan will give us.
All right, Skipper. I hope we see the change on the field.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Ian Wasson.
Good day, everyone. Good day, Skip.
Yeah.
After a series against South Africa, where we struggled against the Pacers, Kagiso Rabada and company, how is the confidence of the team seeing that Pakistan would pose another pace bowling threat to the West Indies?
Well, as I said earlier, the guys are in a good space. Mentally, the guys are in the right place, and I think that's the key. Test cricket is all mental. The work is in, and it's about belief in yourself and having that mindset. And as I said, the guys had a really good camp. We had time to reflect, and the guys ready to go. For sure.
Right, thanks. And also, any update on Shane Dowich?
No update as yet.
Okay, all right, thanks.
All right.
Faizan Lakhani.
Thanks. This is Faizan Lakhani from Pakistan's Geo Television. Pakistan is coming to this test series with back-to-back red ball victories to their credit, and your side lost against South Africa. Do you think Pakistan will have an edge over West Indies in upcoming two-match series?
Well, I mean, I won't be the one to say that. Obviously, they have been playing some very good cricket, and our last series we didn't perform obviously with the bat. And for me, I will be focusing on our team. Obviously Pakistan is a very, very good test team, and we all know that. But I think once we be disciplined, from bowling point of view, because we can't take that for granted, and and the batsmen, spend time and build partnerships. I think that will put the team in a good position, to do well against obviously a good Pakistan test team.
And how important do you think wickets of Mohammad Rizwan, Babar Azam, and Azhar Ali would be for you? Do you think these three can be very these three can pose threat to your bowlers?
Well, I mean, obviously they're world-class batsmen, and all teams, or most teams have world-class batsmen, and we have world-class bowlers. So, I think the keys for us, obviously we won't focus on, the opposition, per se. We focus on our strengths and our disciplines. And, I think once we stay disciplined throughout, from a bowling point of view and batting, I think that's what could make you come out on top. But it's not going to be easy. Obviously they have world-class batsmen. We know that. We got to work extra hard. But the guys are willing to do it. So, I really look forward to the challenge.
One question from Daniel.
Hi, Craig. I wondered, you said you like to focus on your players and your strengths, but I was just wondering whether you have specific plans for players like Yasir Shah, for example. The last time he was in the West Indies, he took 25 wickets, which was 10 more than anyone else. And obviously, that poses a different challenge to the pace bowling challenge that Pakistan might have. So just wondering whether you have specific plans or whether you just back your batsmen to do their things and then make sure they come out on top.
Well, yeah, I mean, of course we have plans for each player. Obviously as a team, we won't focus per se. And obviously they won their last two series, but we as a team, we won't focus on that. But we obviously have individual plans for each player. And, you know, each bowler, you know, so you had a bowling meeting and stuff. And, you know, the key is for us to believe, you know, to believe in yourself and to go there and be disciplined, you know, with the plan. But we do have obviously specific plans, you know, for each bowler, you know, / batsman.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Question from Hakeem Green.
Craig, I know in the past, the current setup you have with the bowlers have done a well job, you would say. Just wondering if from a variety standpoint, you're looking at maybe you could change it up a bit. You have two off spinners in Raheem Cornwall and Rawson Chase. You know, they both do the same thing. Are you looking at a bit for more variety in terms of maybe having a left arm spin in the 11 who gives a different, I guess, test to the batsman as well? Is it something that you would want as a skipper in your 11, more variety in your bowling attack?
Well, I mean, variety is always good and it's an option. Obviously, it hasn't been finalized as yet, but, you know, I think we have obviously 17, you know, good players and, you know, I mean, variety is always key, but I mean, we didn't finalize it yet, but obviously we'll see when that time comes.
And a couple of days ago, the coach had spoke about, in a nutshell, like you guys were undercooked as you head into this this preparation. What is your comments about, you know, how the guys are in terms of their readiness for the match starting tomorrow? I know you had the best of the best match, but the coach was a bit concerned over the fact that between the last test and now, not a lot of work would have been done by the test specialists really.
Well, I mean, the guys are in good stead, as I said. Obviously, we've been here for probably just over 2 weeks. And, you know, the guys have been putting in some very good work from the bowler machine, obviously facing bowlers out in the middle. You know, we have some pitches at the back. So for me, looking in, obviously, coach wasn't here during the camp. Obviously, he was really, you know, they won their series. You know, the guys are in good stead. You know, the guys, I mean, the bowlers, you know, hitting the straps and you can see the batsmen fighting. And the main thing is mentally, you know, they're positive and in the right space. So we look forward to the challenge. You know, I think the guys are ready and raring to go, to be honest.
And thank you, Hakeem. And we'll take the final question of today's engagement, which will be from Mariah Ramara. Mariah?
Craig, the last thing we heard about Shea Hope, which was a bit worrying, is that, you know, his knees and 100%. Can you give us an update on him?
Well, you know, we had a session yesterday. He was good. So from all reports, no, Shea is good, to be honest.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, we'll take actually one more question from Jerome Foster that came in just about when I said we were closing off. But Jerome, please proceed.
Yeah, thanks, Dario. Afternoon, Craig, and afternoon to everybody. Craig, I realized that obviously, well, I not realized, but Shannon Gabriel is not a part of the team. He would have been one of the most experienced players around this team for the last couple of years. The likely replacement, Shamar Holder, he has a couple, a test. Azari has 16 tests. So the bowling unit to me looks a little bit thin in terms of experience, in terms of the backup plan for Shannon Gabriel. Are you a little bit concerned in terms of having a lesser experienced attack against some quality batsmen that we know Pakistan has?
No, I'm not concerned at all. I know we have some quality fast bowlers, you know, from obviously Kimar Jason is there, but from Jaden to Shamar to Al-Zari. You know, we have quality spinners as well. So I'm confident, to be honest. Confident for sure.
All right, thanks.
Yeah.
All right, thanks guys, and thanks Craig for taking